السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. My presentation is going to be on multiculturalism, respect and acceptance of differences, a solution to improve the rights and well-being of Muslims in the West. Presentation is on a case study on USA. I am Abu Hanifa Muhammad Norman. My student ID is PG 22010004 and is presented to Professor Dr. Elmira Akhmetova. And the subject name is Muslim World in 20th and 21st Centuries. Subject code ITKI 6103. Institute of Knowledge Integration. The presentation includes a content where introduction, multiculturalism and acceptance of differences in the last divine instruction, multiculturalism and presence of mutual respects in practicality in the running era, Western championing and the tolerance of diversity in their very lands, multiculturalism in USA versus the well-being of Muslims there. Finally, I conclude. These are the main points I included in the content. Introduction. The concept of multiculturalism is too vague to be supported or opposed because it holds very bad and good sides. It has all the sides. When we think about a war waged on particular nation, then multiculturalism is not that much good in that specific circumstances. And multiculturalism and globalization in the recent years captured the attention of scholars in the recent years. Means scholars of these years are thinking more and shedding more lights on the topic of multiculturalism and globalization. These concepts embodies an orientation towards forming a long-lasting peacekeeping future. Concepts of these categories got emerged when people stopped thinking of their very origin and diversities causing thrives and advancement in various spheres of lives. Multiculturalism is a set of beliefs and behaviors that recognizes and respects the presence of all diverse groups and mentalities in an organization or societies. The concept of accepting differences adds values to the socio-cultural differences among the ethnicities and races. No ethnicity and no race is left over. All they do of the cultures and of the things they inherited from their forefathers are be considered in national growth and in the thrive of a nation and the world. Introduction continued. These sorts of beliefs holds potential and encouraging and enabling continued contributions offered by the people of ethnicities within an inclusive cultural context which empowers all within the organization or society. Multiculturalism intends to feel no one left behind. They consider all the cultures are to contribute to the betterment of our globe. Multiculturalism also increases the range of the choices of the people of a particular land, because through multiculturalism, or through having faith in multiculturalism, one can have access to the cultures of others with having enough respect to what other ethnicities and races are keeping their emphasis on. A multicultural society cannot be stable and last long without cultivating a sense of belonging to its citizen. Citizens must know that the country belongs to them. Thus, their cultural drives and their cultural approaches towards betterment of the world will increase and will be considered noticeable. Multiculturalism and acceptance of differences in the last divine instructions means Al-Quran, instructions taken from the Holy Quran. The last revelation, Al-Quran, presented identification of Allah as Rabbul Alameen, means sustainer of all his creatures. All are vouchsafed of equal share from divine honor and provisions from safe and healthy sources, which is taken from Al-Quran, Surah 17, Ayat 70, which is وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي Adam, where Allah said, all got the equal share of honor. And then it said, وَحَمَلْنَاهُمْ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ, all got safety in the land and in the oceans, and they all got the healthy sources to be enriched. Then authority of dictating others is not given to even the prophets and messengers. Al-Quran, the Surah 88, Ayah 22nd, where it is said that لَسْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمُصَيْطِرٍ, you do not have authority over them. إنما لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر إنما أنت مذكر. Another ayah said, إنما أنت مذكر, you are just a reminder. You are just a reminder, and you give the reminder to those who are not heedful. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commanded of conducting consultation with his companion, which is in 3rd Surah 159th ayah, where it is said, وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ, consult with them for any matter you face, for any new matter you face, or for any matter concern your people. So you must indulge or lodge to consultation with your fellow human being. And if someone from the followers of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam persecute people from other religious faiths, steal their lawful rights, or burden them over their capabilities, will not be lucky enough of getting Prophet's recommendation on the day of judgment, which is taken from a hadith. Multiculturalism and presence of mutual respects in practicality in the running era. Nationalism, which is resulted in decisive rejection of the policy of multiculturalism in European Union's leading countries. During 2010 and 2012, leaders of UK, Dr. Cameron, the UK, Dr. Cameron, France, Nicolas Sarkozy, and Germany, Angela Merkel 2010 announced the refusal of the policy of multiculturalism. Britain is both a community of citizens and a community of communities, but in the last decade is found that the concept community of communities is being widely criticized by conservatives as a recipe for the balkanization of the society. The meaning of balkanization of the society means they took an initiative of making specific societies or countries the countries of their enemy or enemy's land. Thus, the sense and the policy of multiculturalism has started being criticized. In USA, multiculturalism is criticized to promote national divisions. After September 11, Muslims of that very land are labeled the enemies within. Muslims are called enemies of West, enemies of democracy, enemies of betterment. Their culture and religion is dismissed as backward or inferior by some extremists of the white wings. Muslims are being called backward in terms of their religion, and they are considered inferior when it is a matter of improvement and modernity. Western championing and the tolerance of diversity in their very lands. USA is founded on its own sort of multiculturalism. Below are the kinds of multiculturalism America fosters. The United States of America fosters federalism, religious liberty, free speech and economic liberty, parental rights. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am ending here and the second part is coming, inshallah.